Welcome to Factorio Space Exploration. My name is Nilas. This is episode 39 of our Let's Play campaign, or more likely it is the recap of stream day 39. 39 days, that's quite a lot. And you can say that it's a lot because we have actually started running out of a lot of things. So what we had to do was actually spend a bit more time on Novice today because we were simply running out. I mean, I thought we had a bit of time in orbit before we really ran out, but that turned out to be not the case. So here we are, here we go, and we are running out. Let's start from the beginning. So really the big thing was that we were running out of iron because the only iron we had left was this small thing that was about 1.3 or something like that. So the first thing we did was build a nice big iron ore facility. And I'm pretty happy with how it works. It can reach these pretty quickly, and that's pretty nice. And it works. You can see how well they actually scale up, how fast they scale up. Yeah, so this is completely saturated. 76,000. That is completely saturated. It's actually to the point where it stopped. This stopped, and this one is just going now. So right now we can say we do have enough iron ore coming in. So I also took this one. This is the one we had before, our previous iron plate production. What I did was I've said to change from Mark 3 modules to Mark 4 modules, because why not? They're better. Unfortunately, that gives a bit of blinking because it actually needs quite a few of those. What I've done as well is this one is capped to 10,000, so I only want to get these in. You can see here how they're going. This is minus 6,000, and this is minus also 6,000, and it requests, how much does it request? It requests 12,000. So basically what we're seeing here is that these are just always working. I've prioritized this, so I want this one to run out. That means this one can always insert, while this from the side is not always inserting. I could make this, and there we go. Another one comes in. It doesn't really, and another one. Great, perfect. That's nice. So this is where we make iron plates, and we have something going on. Really? Oh, that was something in now is orbit. What I then had a look at was some of the other ones, like this one is old and decrepit and stalled. So that's just, it's just parked here for now. And yeah, that's just the way it is. So we have, this one was our previous steel deposit. The issue with this steel deposit was the fact that I wasn't really, what do you say, yeah, it didn't have any modules, and I felt that was a bit of a shame. Plus it required some fuel as well, so we cut down the fuel. We built a new one just next to it, basically taking iron plates in and getting steel out. Interestingly enough, iron plates is not sufficient. So basically if we look at it back up to this one, this is going to be our bottleneck. You can see this is only now does it reach 8,000, and immediately when it hits 8,000 it requests a new one. That means this is going to engine units. Did engine units really have a problem? I guess it did. And these just keep going, and right now it's to the point where every single one will be picked up immediately when it's ready. That's a problem. So what we basically need is we need to get more, not just more iron ore, basically not more iron ore, but definitely more iron smelting, which like this one will require an awful lot of modules. So they're crafted in space. So here another one comes in, and if we look at this, how fast it goes out, you can see, okay, now boom, we should see this one saturated. Yes, it is. It's completely saturated now. And it's impossible for this one to actually overstack, and at this point we see the issue. This one's down to minus 16,000, but it can't get another one because there's just not enough iron in the network, and that just cascades all the way through. We can see on some of the things here, no iron plate found. Yes, that we know that. Heat shielding. So if we look at heat shielding, what is the issue with heat shielding? We're seeing lots of those related issues. Heat shielding. Okay, this is simply just production speed. Yeah, so that's working. This one is copper. Yeah, copper is also a problem, which is holding us back, but that we did not have time to fix the copper. But that's another thing that needs to be done. More copper, because we need it. So Because copper is dead, I think the only copper we really have is this one. Nope, we must have a real copper one somewhere. Anyway, what I also did, I tapped this one, but I also knew that that was not going to last forever, so I moved out. Ah, there we go. This is the copper location, and that's all we have. I can see they are just not keeping up. But something is working, but this is because this is not big enough. I'm going to build a new one, for sure, maybe even 2 new ones, but that's not. So what I had to do was I decided to expand out here. We had a nice location here. There's about 14 million iron just waiting for it, and quite a lot of oil as well. So we can, this is not a great oil because it's right on top of a lot of belts, but this one is a great oil. We can take that easily. And this of course took quite a bit of time to scale out. So what I've done now is we've now secured quite, oops, just moving on. Oops, squeaky, sorry. So we claimed quite a lot of iron. It's not a long-term solution, but it's a solution that will last us a couple of episodes, if not more. Probably we're going to use some of this space down here to make another copper location and make another iron smelting location. Kind of don't have a lot of space around here, these locations, but it could be like an iron smelting location here. Would be nice. Although it's a pretty bad location when it's not actually anywhere close. I could make that into an iron smelting location because that would be close to this one. Let's do that. And copper, and also copper up here. So we do have plenty of options for requesting the copper. So we're going to do that. So that was all what we did, mainly on the other side. It took quite a bit going back and forth, moving or pushing back the biters, all that good stuff. And let's see if we still have any issues. Nope, there are no green. If there are any green ones here, there would be an issue, because if the green one was here, that meant that we did not have enough cargo sections. So let's move to orbit, because we also managed to actually do some work in orbit. There. What I did here, let's go to view, still expand. Then we didn't actually do a lot. I had the intention of hey, there's more. Why am I picking these up when it's not? So this thing is what we did last time. I have 1, 2, 3 locations making experimental labs, and 1 location making the normal biomass. Those are experimental biomass. So this thing here generates 6 biomass, and this one is 3 experimental biomass. I think it actually consumes additionally 3 biomass. So I think this thing here is making 3 biomass and 3 experimental biomass on average every 10 seconds, which is just what you need in order to build the next bit, which we never really got around to, unfortunately. But the reason we didn't get around to it is actually back on Novice, except that it was something we built in orbit. Oh, let's get, this is always confusing to me when I'm on the satellite view and when I'm map view. Look at this thing. This is a teeny tiny little rocket ship. I decided to build this, and actually I was encouraged to build this, and it was really good advice to get this, because one of the things that was really a big deal in the orbital base was the fact that we had a ton of rockets launched, and all these rockets had brought with them these, right? It does say unpacking cargo rocket section. Basically a lot of cargo rocket sections, and you can see here I needed to bring those back because the cargo rocket sections are expensive to make. Let's find out where they're made. They're made right up here. Cargo rocket sections, they are made from quite a lot of materials. So if I had I think I had 1.9 thousand of those in orbit, and I need to get those back. So I just, every time I took a shuttle back, like this little what do they call it, that little thing here, took one of the space capsules back, I ended up just it just wasn't enough, because I've launched 175 rockets already, and yeah, that's it. So was encouraged to build a little spaceship so we can go back and forth. Also, this is a prerequisite for us moving and for us getting to new locations. So this one, if we look at it, this one has, I can click here and some magic things happen. scale, I have a lot of energy stored, and it takes 316 gigajoules. That is about 160 units of rocket fuel. That's a lot, but this thing should get us to another. It could, for example, give us to Alfred, and then probably also get us back, I hope. So one of the things I'm considering is actually now loading this teeny tiny little spaceship up with stuff and gears and all that cool stuff, and then moving to trying actually to go to another location. I like this little spaceship. It's small and awesome, but yeah, it doesn't have a lot of space. If we need to pack these with ingredients to build an entire new base, that's probably going to be quite a bit. But I like it. I think it's awesome, and I think it's something we definitely want to do. These lasers are just for micro asteroids where they shoot them as we get in, instead of just having the hull take the beating. This thing here with the double airlock is totally something. It's not exactly a great airlock if you look at when both of them open. Ah, you're not supposed to do that. How is that happening? What the hell? What's being powered here? I have no clue. Okay, they're just using a tiny bit. Ah, okay, it's just a standby on the laser turret and also some standby on the rocket engine. Those are really small numbers. This one's using 1 kilowatt of idle standby power. Ow, ow, ow. What the hell? How is that something not inside the network? That's really odd. Ah, how could I burn in here? Really shouldn't be able to. Anyway, so we have a little spaceship. Let's go out to... Oh, okay, just get the hell out of there. That's making a lot of noise. So that's pretty cool. That means we now have the capability to go to a foreign planet. Or, in this case, a moon. This is where I want to go because it is iron heaven for sure. And we're going to make something... Basically what I want to do here is just make something like really big and robust, and this is just take all of these and just by belting it in, just figuring out what the hell we're going to do. But now that I think of it, now that I say it out loud, that means we're going to do like a stupid amount of belts. And I guess, actually I don't even know. Okay, so I can also do that with normal belts. I was just wondering if this one could only do since it was a moon, but it's only in space that we can only do space belts, but this can just do normal things. That's another little thing. Let's go back here. And we also have quite a bit of issues, or had quite a bit of issues back here with the amount of stuff we needed, and now it's only set to 500. That's definitely not enough when you start breaking. So we also really used aggressively the blue belts and for upgrading everything where we found it. Good. So speaking about next episode, we are definitely going to get some copper, and then I think we want to go on Navis and just really crank up on, well, you know, we also need an iron. So we're going to simply do some copy pasting on this part, and not steel. I think steel is fine, but we need to start claiming this. So building an iron here and building some copper probably down here is a good move, I think. Tapping these copper deposits so we have the Navis base up and running. Power is still not a concern at all. So in 1.8, I used to use 1.7, so it's just ever so slightly increasing, but still a whole lot of nothing. I guess that's it. And then we're going to gear up for a visit to Alfred, where we need to build like a giant base. I have no clue how that's going to pan out, but also how we're going to power things there. Don't know. No idea. Oh, let's just check one thing. Do we even have water on this planet? Oh, we do have water. Nice. So we could build nuclear power plants here. I think we should. Could just bring enough to build exactly a couple of our nuclear power plants. 2 of those might be fine. 2 of these things, they have served us loyally and they are working really well. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you like it. I hope that you really like that we are finally got our spaceship up and running, and now we can see the world to infinity and beyond. And of course we named it the Nostromo. Got that reference? Okay, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. I hope you are following the streams on Twitch. I'm hoping that it still remains an interesting series, and I do my best. So if you want something more or less different, then let me know in either in the comment section below or in the Twitch chat as well. Hope to see you in the next stream. Until next time, stay effective.